My wife grew up poor and now she can't manage money. What can I do? Let me start off by saying that our salaries should make us very comfortable. My wife and I earn about the same and we make around $480K yearly. I'm not against enjoying or spending money, but my wife's lust for more stuff is insatiable. On a given week she will buy literally whatever she wants. Designer clothing, jewelry, anything. Even at the supermarket or restaurant she will get 2 or 3 times more than we need. Our credit cards regularly have $30K 40K rolling debt. Whenever I bring up budgets or spending less she gets really upset and says I'm trying to control her spending. She says she doesn't want to worry or think about money, but I do. I have to hide money to pay off debts or otherwise she will spend it all. We don't have kids yet so I'm considering a divorce even though I love her because she is going to run our life into the ground. Please help. This is a therapy thing, she's filling a void from her childhood. You can't fix this on your own. A therapist would be able to help her see the root cause of it and then hopefully manage it better by reducing impulse spending, but most hopefully, helping her use her experience to plan for the future, to save, invest. Please try therapy first. If she refuses, tell her how you feel and that you are at a breaking point. Let her know if she doesn't try therapy, you will leave. While divorce should be your last resort, I understand your reasoning to it. Personally I find her, "You're trying to control my spending," remark a little extreme. To me, it appears that it's a defense mechanism. This might be resolved through a few options. 1. Therapy. Therapy for her, couples therapy. Just as long as you all get talking to try to get on the same page. If that doesn't work. 2. Separate finances. Now I understand this is a bigger hassle. But if bills are about to be unpaid because of her lifestyle then it's a necessary step. 3. If the first 2 aren't successful after earnest attempts from both sides, then it may be best to cut your losses and divorce. Wish the best for you both on this. Hopefully it will sort itself out. She can't manage $480,000? I manage on $30,000. Is there any way you can separate your finances? That way she can spend her own money and accumulate her own debt without it affecting you? If this isn't possible, the other comment mentioning therapy is a good idea. If you're considering divorce already, giving some sort of ultimatum wouldn't hurt. Either she stops spending so much, you separate finances, or she has to go to therapy, etc., etc., etc. Maybe try the therapy before the ultimatum though. You are trying to control her spending, because she is out of control. You need to talk to each other honestly or you have to leave. My fiancé, 31M, is giving away my 30F dog, 3M. We adopted a German Shepherd in November 2020. I only agreed to the adoption because my fiancé was on board. Quickly, he realized what a responsibility it was caring for another dog on top of the one we already had. He wanted to get rid of him. I, stupidly, thought it would get better with time. It didn't. The dog bonded with me immediately. The dog was rescued from an abusive situation and was near death. The person who abused him was a man. And I think because of that, the dog has trust issues with men. Both my dogs are the lives of my life. My fiancé will mockingly call them my surrogate children, and say I'm crazy for loving them so much and tell me that dogs are incapable of love. I have taken over all care of the dog. I pay for his medical expenses and most of the food. I buy the treats and toys. Occasionally we split the boarding costs, but that's only if both dogs are being boarded. I sign the adoption paperwork and it's my name on the microchip. We recently had a severe break in our relationship that caused a lot of issues. It feels like as a result of this, my fiancé reached out to his mom to help him find someone to take the dog. He did this all unbeknownst to me. He took the dog a week ago to meet some man who lives in Florida but will ultimately move to Colorado with said dog. The guy is supposedly coming tomorrow to take the dog. I found out last night. I am devastated to say the least. Too long did not read. My fiancé is rehoming my dog without including me in the process. No, you're letting him give away your dog. Keep the dog, throw the fiancé away. Dump the guy and keep the dog. Tell the person, when they show up, that the dog belongs to you. It is not available for rehoming and that if he or the fiancé tries to take him you will call the police immediately and press charges. Take a pic of the license plate to be safe. The man, that's a very generous descriptive term for what is obviously a weasel in human form, is replaceable and upgradable. The life of your poor abused dog and your self-respect are not. I saw your dog in your post history, and read his story. I can't believe you would let your fiancé break that poor dog's heart. Keep the dog and dump the jerk. Don't absolve yourself of responsibility here. Your fiancé may be the one initiating this, but you have the ability to stop it. If you choose to let this happen, it's on you. Call the police. I am serious. He is trying to steal your dog. Dump the chump. Ooh, imagine adopting a dog. Boyfriend just goes, I don't like it, I'm gonna give it away. What happens if he decides he doesn't want kids after having them? He gonna divorce and go live that single life lol. It's your dog, take him and go. Your fiancé is a piece of garbage. If you stay with him you'll only show him this is okay to do and it will get worse. Talk about a control freak. My fiancé, 28 male, cheated on me, 28 female, for 3 weeks. I have been with said fiancé for 10 years. We grew up together and are best friends. I found out yesterday that he's been seeing someone else for 3 weeks. This is entirely unlike him. He has never shown me anything to lead me to believe he's that kind of person. He's very sweet and everyone who knows him would describe him as the nicest person they know. For the past month he's been distant, but he just got promoted at work and moved to a store 40 minutes away. So I figured he has just been busy. I myself just started my own business and have been busy as well. The past week or so I've been feeling like something was off, and one day he was acting very depressed and I tried to comfort him. I asked him what was wrong and he said, he was confused, and, not a good person anymore. Alarm bells went off in my head and I pressed him more why he didn't think he was a good person. He just said he wanted more alone time lately and was feeling guilty about wanted alone time. A lie I know now. I told him I love my alone time and I know I get more of it than him. He works late and I play Elden Ring and read, and to not feel guilty. We've lived together so long it's okay to need time apart. Of course at the time I didn't know he was cheating. He embraced me and it was nice, even though now I know why he was really feeling guilty. That was Tuesday. So then this Wednesday he opens his store and works until 10 p.m. at night. This isn't unheard of for him but seems excessive to me still. I cook dinner and text him when he thinks he'll be home. I left 20 minutes ago, great. That means he'll be home in 20 more minutes. About an hour passes and I text asking if there's traffic. No answer. Another hour passes and now I've texted him like 10 times and called him about 14 times. In my mind he's been in an accident and that's why he's not answering the phone. I'm about to start calling hospitals when he comes home finally 2 hours and 20 minutes late. I'm crying because I was genuinely worried he died. I yell at him and he apologizes and I ask him where the hell was he if traffic wasn't that bad. He says he went to get his energy drinks for the next morning. He does do this. And a drunk man asked for a ride home and he got caught up talking to him and lost on the way back. GPS exists but okay. This is also not unlike him. He's done it before even though I wish he wouldn't. We go to bed and we both can't sleep. I should have confronted him that interaction would have only taken an hour and a half at most and that's lenient. So what did he do for the other hour? He also can't sleep, which is suspicious to me. He doesn't eat his dinner. Thursday he goes to work at 7 a.m. I couldn't take it so I texted him I know I have no proof but I just feel like he's cheating on me. I listed the reasons why and even felt guilty accusing him of it. He admits to everything. Tells me her name and I look her up. She's married with a kid. He says it's been going on 3 weeks and they've only made out. Which I know it's stupid but I do believe him. I won't go into details why. Still, having an emotional relationship with another woman for 3 weeks hurts more than if he just slept with someone once. I ask a bunch of questions and he seems to be answering honestly. I know I can't trust him now but I know him and he sounds genuine. He said he broke up with her and she asked to see him one more time and that's what he was doing Wednesday night when I thought he was dead in a ditch somewhere. They were breaking things off. He admits he kissed her that night too. I'm heartbroken obviously. He sounds like he doesn't know what he wants. Like he's not going to fight to stay with me. Today, this morning I text him while he's at work and he calls me. He's remorseful and apologetic. He was yesterday too. But today he does sound like he wants to be with me. I was sure this morning I was going to kick him out. Now I'm unsure. We've spent 1/3 of our life together. We've gone through a lot together. I told him I'm not sure what I'm going to do but we're not engaged anymore at the very least. I can add more details in the comments if allowed. Should I leave him? How should I proceed? I have noticed a pattern on Reddit. Most women who get cheated on describe their partners as kind, loving, best friend, best person they know, not a type of person who can cheat, etc. Only a small number of women say that their partner was abusing or neglecting them before the cheating. No matter how long you have known anyone, you never know what they are capable of. In all honesty, leaving at 28 after spending 1/3 of your life with someone is a better option than being left at 40 after spending 1/2 of your life with same person. Yeah, you leave him. 3 weeks isn't a slip-up. That is a series of conscious choices. Even if he isn't lying, forgiving him essentially send the message that it was fine. Unless you plan on never marrying. But then what's the point? Find someone who respects you and is happy to have you, not this turd. Bullshit, they just kissed. You don't show up 2 hours and 20 minutes late from just kissing. Leave him. I think you know that you should leave him, too, but you're scared of the change. Understandable. You've known him since childhood. He's a big part of your life and breaking from that is scary. But he broke your trust and openly broke the rules of your partnership. He lied to you for nearly a month and made the choice to cheat on you day after day. Clearly, he doesn't respect someone else's marriage, so why would he ever respect yours? Leave him and tell her husband. Never play the pick-me game. You need to go no contact with your spouse. Till he decides if he still wants to be a relationship with you. Also, affairs only survive in the darkness. Put everything public on Facebook, tag him, tag his family, tag the woman. If no Facebook, call and let his family know. He gets no communication and no affection till he decides. Yes or no answers. If he does pick her, show him the door, at least you know his true intentions. This is not to drive him away, this is to see if he is really committed to your relationship. And no trickled truth, you need to find out the full extent of the affair. All the details so you can heal. My girlfriend, 20F, of 1 year told me, M22, that she wants a threesome. The other day my girlfriend told me she thinks we should have a threesome, MFF. This isn't the issue, I agreed, of course. We just aren't sure who or how to ask. Would it be best to search online for someone online or ask one of our female friends? We don't want things to be awkward or ruin friendships but also want someone trustworthy. Any tips that could help reach a decision? Too long did not read. Girlfriend and I want a threesome but don't know if we should get some stranger or a friend. Tips? Threesome can be fun and exciting in a relationship. But they usually end up being like Thunderdome. Do not have a threesome with a mutual friend. It seems like the safe way to go, but things normally end up awkward and awful for all parties. A dating site would likely be your best option. Also, keep in mind that your girlfriend may expect you to return the favor with a MMF threesome. Don't open Pandora's box unless you're prepared to deal with both scenarios. Try a dating app. Using a friend will not end well. Hell, the threesome itself may cause issues, but that's another story. Not gonna end well for anyone involved, but y'all are 20-something and you'll learn. People watch way too much porn these days. Do not go with a friend. There can be some awkward moments afterwards. Moments of insecurity if boyfriend likes friend more, etc. Already there was another story on here with a couple that included a friend they trusted. Turns out, the friend got pregnant from the threesome. She had liked the boyfriend, suggesting she lied about her BC and baby trapped him, and insisted on keeping the baby. If you use a stranger, make sure she's tested and use protection regardless of what she says. If you use a friend, same thing. Use protection no matter what.